flew in this morning and then we went to Hampden and then came straight to here to the Fir Park. I met Graham, he's a nice lad and he's just told me what he wants from me and I can't wait to get going, yeah.
Well, there's a chair to put your things on. If you would take your top things off for me. Have you had these tests done before?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So you know there's nothing to it, that's great.
I got my ECG and my echo done and then came straight to here to the training ground.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'll be 5 minutes because obviously we've got
Yeah.
train.
So I'll take you up now and get his fitness testing done.
Cool.
And all
You got kit?
I've got kit through.
Cool. Cheers, mate. All right.
I was up in the gym and done a lot of running, bit of stretching, a few sort of strength tests.
Again, push out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax.
Tests the strength in your groins and your glutes, so yeah, I enjoyed it, but I have a lot to work on coming from a part-time schedule into full-time. I'll start full-time in January. I can't wait to get going with training full-time every day. It's just going to be different, but my body will get used to it and we can't wait to get going.
Hey, Ross, Jack, Ross.
This season we've played in Europe with both, so like our season has been hectic, as you would say. We've been playing Friday, Monday, and then we played in Europe as well, but sort of still part-time. But I take it on my strength. I come from a working class area in Ballymun and I'm proud to say that, but yeah, I'm a hard working lad and I should take it in my stride, and look, if you're not laughing you're going to be crying.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Bob.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll take you downstairs. You can grab a shower downstairs.
Spoke to Graham and my first impressions was he's a proud man.
How you doing? How are we? Finally get him over. Finally we're here.
He wants a hard working team and that's where I am, and I'll bring a lot of energy. I'm just happy with everything he says, and it's great people and great players, and I know that I can just give a little bit better to the team and hopefully I can.
Ross. We'll snap a few in training there and see how it feels.
Tierney.
Cheers, thank you.
Oh, I see that on Twitter. Yeah, good to meet you.
I can play in a lot of positions, but I'm an energetic player. I can get goals and assists. I can score with my head as much as my feet. And I'll just give a lot of energy to the team and I'll give my all every game. It's another step forward in my career and where I want to be, but I'm coming into a great club and a lovely family club that I've been here already and I just feel like I'm welcome. Crack a smile, Ross. Jesus Christ.
No, that's one of the better ones. There's a few boys that just don't smile.
Right, don't let me smile. Can we go again?
Do you want to go again?
Yeah, I
What,
won't
you
smile.
don't want to smile?
No. My face is too lopsided. I'm still a young lad, I'm still only 20, but I'm a mature lad. I've got 2 kids, I've got a lovely girlfriend, and yeah, I'm a family man, but this is another step in the right direction, and hopefully I can play a lot of games for Motherwell and give my all for everything for Motherwell. Boom.
There we go. 3 days on from the disappointments of Dens Park, Motherwell have a crack at Dundee's closest neighbours, Dundee United, in the hope of coming back from that bitterly sore 3-0 defeat on Saturday afternoon. It's a return to Fir Park under the floodlights in front of a rain-soaked backdrop.
Feel that determination before the game in the changing room, and they took it straight from the kick-off into the game.
Here's Woolery in a neat pocket of space. Tony Watt goes for goal! Oh wow! He snaps it up in style to give Motherwell the lead and send Fir Park into raptures here.
I thought the front three allied with the rest of the team backing up, were so hard to play against. It was a brilliant goal to win a game of football, any game of football at any level.
Strong challenge by Maguire. Quite remarkably, it's a second yellow. Motherwell immediately have it all to do here.
I thought the players, their focus was really good on what type of game it turned into, and played the conditions really well. And I thought we showed different ways to win a game of football tonight.
The full-time whistle goes at Fir Park. The 10 men of Motherwell dig in to earn a valuable 3 points against Dundee United. It took everything in what was a rain-soaked, torrential evening at Fir Park.
Yes.
Well, with 3 wins in the last 4 games, Graham Alexander and his men travel to the capital to take on a Hibs side struggling for form.
The way we were in the first half, we could have been comfortably in the lead. We certainly had the opportunities to score a couple of goals, and we got done with a sucker punch.
Campbell fighting one towards Kevin Nisbet. Oh, it's a fine goal. Motherwell fall behind.
We didn't let it become a bad luck story, and we went out there in the second half and got a deserved equaliser.
Flights one in, Vane nodding down. Gabby arriving, it falls for Watt. Oh, what a goal! Who else but Tony Watt, the league's leading goal scorer, is at it again.
The biggest thing for me is the players are a little bit disappointed in there that we've only took a point, which is a good sign, but I still feel there's things we can improve on, and that's what we have to do before next week's game.
When the second half and we did, boy!
Morning. I got my first league start against Hibs. It's been a long time coming. I've tried to give it my all in training, working hard, keep my head low. It's been done up nice, hasn't it? I've been dripped in and out of the team before, a few appearances here and there, and then started the cup at the start of the season. And then obviously got injured, but the gaffer threw me in at the weekend, and for that I need to thank him for putting his trust in me. I loved it, great experience, and sort of all I've ever wanted to do, play football, so hopefully this will start it. Playing under the conditions, with the pressure, the fans, biggest crowd I've played in front of. These are all going to be experiences that you take into consideration going forward. Coming from a family full of Motherwell fans, my dad, my uncle, Papa, etc., they were all buzzing for me. That's the way I was brought up, how I was born and bred in Motherwell, so yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, this is where it started. Ever since I was a young boy, I was coming to Motherwell games. Started off when I was over at the community. We used to come to the games every Saturday over on the other stand. Then eventually, when I was old enough to get my first season ticket, came here with my pals and we'd go all the games and home and away. There's a few videos, as you've seen in the media, from the handing game, etc., that been caught next to it, but yeah, I loved it. The atmosphere, just supporting your local team, trying to help out. I saw a few at the game there on Saturday, so it's nice when you're over celebrating Tony's goal and you look up at the stand, you see family, you see friends that you've been there with them, you know how it feels. Like, I know what it means to them, like, it means everything. That Saturday, boys work through the week and Saturday feels like a release. As soon as I could kick a ball, my mum took me down Fir Park, and ever since I just loved it. That's all I've ever wanted to do. I started training up at the back Astro over there when I was 3, and then trained there for a good few years, finally went into the pro youth system over actually at Hibs, and then came Motherwell, I think that was 3 years now. I made my debut under the old gaffer Stephen Robinson against Livingston, the last game of the season.
How was that? Oh, dream come true. Club I supported since a wee boy, so just everything I've always wanted to do.
When the manager said you were coming on, how did it feel?
A wee bit of nerves kicked in, but once you're on the park you just forget about that. It's just all about playing well and hopefully trying to impress, and then hopefully more to come.
He's a man who gives boys like yourself a chance, isn't he, the manager?
Yeah, he's brilliant with young boys. If you look at our squad, there's full of them, I think we had 3-0 in the squad today, and Jimmy obviously, I know, so aye.
Injured in the urgent game, it was my knee that I had done. Looking back at it, maybe shouldn't have tried to get through it, maybe didn't help it, but I felt myself, I need to get through this, try and help the team. Wasn't to be, and then after that, I was a few weeks out, up in the physio room. To be fair, Hen done that brilliant with me, got me back as soon as possible, and after that, it was just about biding my time. Spoke to the gaffer and he told me what he wanted from me, and we set out what I had to do to try and break into the team. I did, I considered the loan spell, but me and the gaffer both decided it wasn't best for me. And I feel like through training I've been trying, and like I said, he put his trust in me at the weekend. I feel like hopefully it's going to pay off and this can be the start of trying to break into the team.
All in, boys, go for a shot on target, 2 for the goal. All in.
Sit back and I'll go through it. Obviously, for me, I always think I can do better. And that was just the start. People said to me that I'd done well, but definitely there's always ways to improve. So we'll look back at it and hopefully I can kick on further and start to grow in a bit more confidence. As a young boy, I know myself, I need to be patient. The team's doing well, we're sitting up high up in the league, but you need to take each game as it comes, and if I can play a part in that, then brilliant.
We're in the Botanic Gardens in the West End of Glasgow, and my flat is just on the other side of the park here. I've never been further away than 15 minutes from my childhood home, a small town called Asker. I moved in with my girlfriend 5 years ago in Oslo, so yeah, this is the first time I've properly moved away from home. She starts uni in January, so she's doing her master's. That was one of the reasons why we came here, because it's kind of easy transfer from Norwegian schools to the UK schools, and it was important for us that she had something to do, because she'll take care of me in a couple of years when I'm retired, so so hopefully she'll enjoy her time here. Okay. Hi, can I get 1 hot chocolate, 1 white coffee, and just black coffee, please? I love adventure. I'm fortunate enough to play football, but if I didn't, I would probably just travel, go to college in the States or something. I love seeing new places and new towns, but football, it doesn't allow you to do much of that, especially not in Norway, because the season is so long. I want to explore things, I want to meet new people, new places, and yeah, I guess that's kind of who I am. I don't think anybody that I know would call me boring or dull, or it feels weird talking about who I am, but I feel like I always try to have a good time. Sugar for you? I like just going out and go to cafes. The last couple of years I've getting into reading, and in the lockdown I bought my first ever PlayStation. I didn't play when I was a kid, but it's a nice way to keep in touch with your mates. And we had a Wednesday night quiz at Zoom. I'm an excellent quizzer. My best mate's a brainiac though. He's probably one of those Mensa members, 135 IQ points, but from the dumbest bunch of the group, I'm probably the best, yeah. My grandmother's brother, he was a Canadian Air Force pilot, and he was shot down over Europe, and he wrote a book called Over the Wire, which is about that time where he was shot down and had to survive. That's on my mother's Canadian side, but on my mother's Norwegian side, her dad, he was also an amazing guy. He worked for the Norwegian BBC, and he went all around the world, mostly Africa, and put up radio stations for missionaries. So my mom grew up in Norway, but also in Ethiopia, and my uncle was born in the Seychelles. My aunt, when she was 19, she was crazy as hell. She just decided to go to Zimbabwe by herself and become an English teacher. She has some amazing stories, and I've been fortunate enough to been able to go there a couple of times in Depota and see what it's all about. But on my dad's side, it's more normal. My dad was my coach when I was a kid, and my granddad was his coach. He was the head of the academy in my hometown club. My grandma and grandpa, they always spoke English. All my mom's siblings, lots of them, they were speaking English as well. So I guess it became natural. And with my mom and dad going to school in Oklahoma, and my sister was born in Oklahoma. My other sister grew up there, and I was born like a month after they got back. So I guess you could say it's just like I just grew up around like English speaking like people. And I found out recently that I'm eligible to play for the Canadian national team as well because of my roots. So if that were to be an option, like if they were ever to look my direction, and if I was able to go down that road, that would be amazing and open a lot of doors. From when I was a kid, I always volunteered to like be the lead in the school plays and stuff like that. So I guess that kind of shapes the person that I become. Not afraid to take the stage. And I guess, yeah, ended up in that business anyways, didn't I? Like the entertainment business. I got some pipes, serious pipes. I know it sounds a bit rusty through the megaphone, but no, it's sick. There is no thought process when, like in those moments. I've become known for my ability or lack of ability to control my happy emotions. There's a video clip where I throw my clothes off at the end of the season in the middle of the pitch, like down to my undies. For me, you know, the career is too short to just not do anything crazy. I would hate it if looking back in my career and like, yeah, I had a good football career, but I want people to get to know me as well. That's who I am. That's why I do what I do. I see players forget how insanely privileged we are to do this. See those kids and grown-ass people on the stands cheering my name and cheering our name and cheering our club's name. It's weird to think about that. So for me to stand here and thank the people and join the people in the happy times and go over to them and talk to them after we lose, of course, like, you know, of course I'll do that because we're so fortunate to do these things. To be fair, I've already achieved my dream. It was to play football out of Norway and make a living of it. Already I've made a lot of friends, met a lot of nice people. I have to say the Scottish people, they're awesome. They're so direct. They're almost, I don't want to say rude, but if you don't take it with a smile, maybe you can like some of them have like an edge. But no, I love it. They're so cool, and people are just welcoming, and I love that. So I would never be without this experience for sure.